At the Coleman Unit in Lockhart, Texas, 2 dorms, or pods, are dedicated to 50 women each undergoing the Driving While Intoxicated, or DWI program.
So tell me what it is that you recognize that was happening in this whole scenario. Peer pressure, peer pressure. Number 1.
It's a 24/7 residential program that lasts for 6 months. Similar to a therapeutic community program, it's all about understanding and overcoming substance abuse addiction. Quintina Murphy is the program director.
And I'm gonna reach my goal, and ain't nothing or nobody gonna stop me.
I believe that everyone should look at the individuals that we serve here in this population as a person, right? Don't look at them as their sentence or as their substance use, because that's not who they are. I believe that they are all victims of identity theft. They lost their identity in a substance. And now when they get to come to programs like this, they remember who they were.
The DWI program uses cognitive behavioral therapy to treat the women and help them understand the addiction that led them to prison.
What the DWI program does is it forces you to kind of look at that and identify the places where you have failed potentially in the past and how you are going to help to alleviate that from happening again in the future.
When I was in my addiction, because I'm a recovering addict right now, but when I was in my addiction, I didn't understand triggers. I didn't understand cravings. I didn't understand the things that I'm being taught now. Now that I hear them, I can identify with them like, wow, that's the reason I wanted to drink. That's the reason I was, being in a depression, or, just understanding why my thought patterns will always go back to just use. It's okay. The permission statements that we talk about, they're dangerous, You're telling yourself it's okay to use when it's not.
As in similar residential programs, residents who are part of the DWI program hold each other accountable.
What was her lifeline?
So even with your negative thinking, or your stinking thinking, as they would call it, it makes a big difference, because you have to sit amongst your peers and say why you acted the way you act, or why you thought the way you thought. So you have to give an explanation. Hey, this wasn't productive. I need to be thinking this way. If I'm going to transition out to go back to reentry into society, this is the way I need to think. And I own my mistakes. So I think that plays a great role in them owning their own mistakes.
First off, the staff cares a lot. You can just tell in the way that they show up, and they put their all into when they're speaking to us. They use a lot of their own life experiences to help and try and relate to the things that we go through and the curriculum that they're teaching us. And they each speak to us in a different way. Everyone is working towards a goal of sobriety and being a better individual, a sober-minded person, and a more productive person when they leave these walls. And so you've got a lot of like-minded women who are striving to be greater together.
Just knowing that underneath that addiction, that sober person is still there. Just never give up on yourself. I know I won't.